Hi there, Aquarius. It's Jen here from tarotspirit.net. I'm doing your April 2018 tarot reading, so thank you for joining me today. I'm using the Vicevesra tarot. Whoops. So let's get started. So, for some of you, this month is going to be about examining your priorities, your commitments, and your responsibilities, and really looking at what you're filling your time with. What is, and sometimes people become overburdened because maybe they don't know how to say no. They want to look good for other people. So they will overburden themselves for people that they don't even really know that much, but then not have the time and energy for their family or those closest to them. So our priorities, or our how we want to look to the world and things like that, can get kind of skewed to where when you really stop and look at it, you're like, why am I more worried about what the school board thinks and if I'm active enough in school than if I'm actually engaged and present with my child at home? You know what I mean? And that's just an example. Or why do I worry about what people, external people, why do I worry about how many likes I get on my YouTube channel versus if I have a good relationship with those closest to me? Things like that. Or relationship with myself. Like, why does someone need to look for external validation? Like, as we know intellectually, that all comes happiness, all of confidence, that all comes from within. No one externally can give us the gift of, peace, happiness, fulfillment, and happiness in our lives. It's something that we have to cultivate. So I feel like some of you have over busy on purpose. We take on things on purpose. So it's a built-in excuse. So I'm too exhausted to exercise regularly. I'm too tired to do things, to go to school, to start whatever things we might want to. It's almost we built in an excuse, or we're more concerned about external validation, that we overextend ourselves. So that's what this is asking you to drop those wands, those logs, and which ones are really yours, and what have you been carrying for someone else. And this card is about having a lot going on and just having a bunch of balls in the air that you're trying to keep juggling, and it's just getting a little bit too much. It's a lot going on. And it's interesting in here too. He's like, look at all I'm doing. Look how productive I am. Look at how amazing I am. Look at me. I'm doing everything society, and look at these people are like, wow, she's amazing. She's amazing. He's amazing. But that needs to stop. It's what I'm getting. Sorry. That's what I'm getting. I feel like, what are your hopes and dreams and wishes? Like, you need to heal from having, and this could just be for one person. You were like, sometimes if you especially, well, it could be any age, but I could see when I was younger, like worrying so much about what other people thought and wanting people to like me, and it's just exhausting, and it made me feel worse about myself. And now it's like focusing on just being whole and healthy, and what are my dreams, and working on myself for me and what's important, like authenticity. And that will bring balance and healing into your life. Hmm. What is that? A rose? I don't really know who this dude's supposed to be, but anyway. The moon is here, and this amazing turtle. So we do have, what's going on? Well, right on March 31st, right before we come into April, is a full moon in Libra, and we leave April on the 30th with a full moon in Scorpio. There's a new moon in Aries on the 16th. So going deep. Scorpio is about going deep, right? It's about, kind of casting light into the shadows and seeing things clearly. Because the moon things can look distorted in the moonlight, and it's like, nope, I'm going deep. I'm bringing everything out into the light and examining it. That's not a turtle. That's a crab. That's Cancer. That's funny. There's a turtle though, and maybe I think it's in the back of the King of no, it's a dolphin. There is a turtle somewhere in these cards, so I didn't really look at it. I assumed it's a turtle, but no, that's a crab, Jen. Jeez. Balance. Both of these cards are talking about balance to me. The star and the moon. So the Nine of Pentacles, this is about, it's like I feel like you guys are really going to be focusing on yourself this month and really spending time with yourself and figuring things out. So maybe some of you had been in a relationship that was not working out, and you left it, and now it's like, wow, that was a burden, but now I'm a little bit lost. I'm a little bit not sure how to get back. But you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to accept full responsibility. She is fully responsible and accountable for her life, monetarily, her emotional well-being, her everything. She's completely self-sufficient. And she's like, I'm going to take 100% responsibility for where I am, how I got there, the relationships I've been in, the jobs I've been in, the places I've lived, how my weight, my mental well-being, my physical well-being, my surroundings. Like, she's just owning it. And because commitments the Lover's card is about commitments. It's one thing to get up and say, I do on your wedding day, but it's how every single day, on all the little choices you make, if you honor that commitment or not. So are you honoring the commitments you're making to yourself? Like, if you say, I'm going to be more disciplined with my finances, are you? Or do you see a sale and go out and buy something, or convince yourself, oh, if I buy this is something I do. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I need that crystal. Like, I get, just gets stuck in my mind. And I'm like, somehow I feel like getting that crystal, I'm going to feel like it's going to fulfill a need. And I resist it. And I'm like, I don't really need that crystal. I don't really have the money to, like, I have tons of crystals. Look, see, I have more than that. And I resist the need. And like, then I forget about it. Like, even hours later, I was like, I didn't really need that. Having that crystal was not going to make a significant difference in my life. So kind of looking at those types of things, where you're putting your time and energy, and why are you doing it? Is it really going to make a difference? Right in the middle, you have the King of Swords, and he that's what he does. He was this way. But he comes and cuts away that type of misleading thinking. That's not really what I say. But these thoughts that somehow jumping through hoops for other people is going to fulfill us. Getting accolades from outside, validation from other people is going to make a difference, even to the point if it's we're feeling overburdened. And he's like, no, that thinking is backwards. Like maybe some of you even like a counselor to help is like, no, let's try to think of this from a different point of view, or just talking it out may help you just get organized in your thoughts. And you're like, wait a minute, I'm not sure if that thinking really does make sense. And so you begin again. You begin anew. This is, I want a house. I am going to start saving for it, even though I can only save $5 a month. I am going to open that savings account and start saving. I am going to start slowly making the changes, honoring my commitments, and changing my life in any area that needs change. It's going to bring balance, and not this kind of balance like, oh my God, frantic because I have so much going on, but quieter balance where you're really going within and dealing with the internal stuff instead of trying to deal with it externally. And wisdom, it's you're just gaining a lot of wisdom this month. From this type of inner work. Okay, thank you so much for watching, Aquarius. I hope you have an amazing month of April. Take care.